What up, world? Welcome to another episode of RMT. That's Real Man Talk. It's your boy, Stan the Man. I got my boy EIG in the building.
What up? What up?
And on today, man, we're coming to y'all with another great conversation. And so we're gonna pull y'all into the building with us and let y'all deep dive into some conversations that we have amongst each other. So we want to spread the love to y'all. And so on today's subject, before we get started, I want to give a couple of shout outs, man. I want to give a shout out to everybody out there that's doing their thing, regardless of how this inflation and prices are going up. You're still able to make ends meet. You're still able to figure things out and make them adjustments, man. Big shout out to y'all, man. Big shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to go ahead and get that out the way. And so on today, let's go ahead and get into it, man. I want to talk about how our decisions affect our lives. You know, every day, how do our decision affect our lives? Now, of course, when everybody want to talk about all the good decisions that they made, all the best decisions, you know, when I got all A's on the report card, or I got this degree in college, everybody wants to talk about the good decisions that they made. But me, I'm gonna start off with some bad decisions that I made because I'm not perfect. Everybody want to put forth this perfect image, or I want to look a certain type of way in front of folks. I want people to see me in a certain type of way because I made all these great decisions. You ever get that EI? People just oh man. And see the thing about our friendship and what's unique about our friendship is that we knew each other wasn't perfect. We didn't act like each other was perfect, and that what made us better friends.
Yeah,
because we didn't look at each other as perfect. So long as we didn't look at each other as perfect, yeah, we can continue to be friends. But when you look at somebody as the perfect images, this what I need, and you will be disappointed when they make mistakes. So if EI did something that I didn't like, or he did something that he stumbled, I ain't look at him a certain way because I ain't look at him perfect in the first place. Right. So let me get into it, man, on my behalf, on me making bad decisions. Yes, now, sir. On me making bad decisions, let me say this, man, is that when you're younger, sometimes you have an urge to fit in with everybody else. When you're younger, sometimes you want to just be part of the crowd, right? You know, and I tell the young people now, it's not about being a part of the crowd. It's about you finding yourself. Because once you find yourself, the crowd is not that important anyway. It's not that important because the crowd is going to want to follow you. And so the crowd is going to want to follow you. And me, I'm gonna go a couple. One of the bad decisions that I made when I was younger was that I wanted to fit in with the crowd. You know, I wanted to do my own thing, but I still wanted to be accepted. I wanted to be my own individual. And so one thing that got me when I was younger was like designer clothes, you know, if it ain't Jordans, you know, and now I'm gonna age myself a little bit. You know, you had FUBU.
Don't do it.
You know, you had Tommy Hilfiger, you had Polo, you had those type of things. Duckhead, you had those type of things that was popular back then that you wanted those items to wear to school. And my folks, because there was so many of us I ain't gonna say it was a lot of us, but it was enough children in the house that my parents couldn't buy those popular items for everybody. Yeah. So sometimes you either had to take some hand-me-downs or you just couldn't get it at all. Yep. And in my mind, I felt like I felt like I needed those items in order to be who I needed to be. And if I didn't have those items, I was going to be a certain type of way. People ain't going to look at me like this, or people ain't going to look at me like that. So then I had to hone in on my own skills to show people who I am. So you won't look at the clothes. You won't look at the shoes. You know what I'm saying?
You create an illusion. Huh?
You know what I'm saying? So one thing I learned how to do, I learned how to jump. I was already short. I was real skinny, had big lips. So I had to learn how to jump. So that was one of my defense mechanisms that I came up with in order to put me in a situation to be like, okay, that was a dumb move that I did because I want to cope and fit in. But at the same time, it helped me too because I didn't look for those material items. I had to find something within, even though it might have been something petty. I found something within me that I learned how to do. So it's not all the time you make bad decisions that it'll turn out to something bad. Sometimes you make bad decisions and you figure out something about yourself that'll make it good. So, man, I just want to bring you into the convo, man, and give me your take on, making these decisions in our life that could, affect us down the road, man.
Man, you pretty much wrapped it up, man. Talking about decisions we made, we can look at a lot of them that we was like, man, that was dumb. How I didn't see, I didn't know this person was doing that right up under my nose, or why did I make this decision and that choice? And it's easy to get caught up in a like beat yourself down kind of cycle, man. And so I think it's okay. Decisions, there's never the decision itself isn't wrong or bad. It's just depending on what lesson did you get from it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if I learned something of great value from making a poor choice, man, that bad decision essentially is a good decision. So it really, trying to put it in the class of where it is when we can really take from it. Now, if I'm making poor decisions and I'm not learning anything from it, you know what I mean? Like making a constant decision, getting the same result, you know what I mean? Hoping for something else, going to church praying that, God will wave his magic wand and things would be better, but it's what we learn from it, man. What do we see about ourselves and our own decision making without like hugging up on guilt? Because guilt will make you just curl up. You know what I mean? Like you said, hey, you wanted to fit in, but you dug deeper to find something of your own, something about you yourself that was unique to clam on to and to use, man, as that confidence. Because putting it in other things like the clothes, the clubs. Even as adults, going back to school is who wears what. You grow up adults, hey man, what you driving? How much money y'all make? What kind of house y'all own? Do you own a house? Oh, my kids in private school, this, that, the other. We got all these different classes of things that can really make us feel like we're what we need to identify with, man. And if we do like you, go inside, dig deeper into ourselves, man, we can truly see like, oh man, that's nonsense. Like I don't have to try to drive a car that I can't afford to note on, really, just so I look okay. You know what I mean? I don't have to show up. There's events that we show up to and we got to show up to, spend $800, $900, $1,200 to show up to be fly for the sake of, I need my image to be right. I need people to see me in a way. And that's nothing to hold on to, man. We got to dig inside, man, and learn from the choices, learn from the decisions.
Come on, Bishop.
Hey, that's just how I feel about it, man. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, man.
No, my bad, man. I ain't want to stop you, man. I ain't want to stop you, man, because you was making some valid points, man, and I ain't want to cut that off, Oh, man. But I totally agree with those decisions, it leak over into adulthood. It leaks over into adulthood because it's like, let me go there for a second. If, just like you said, I can make a bad decision to get this car. I get this car that I can't afford. Just say, hey man, I'm finna go get this Tesla. Because man, a Tesla almost it's more than just depends on what type of Benz you get. You can decide between a Tesla and a Benz, boy.
That's a beautiful machine, man.
Exactly, man. And so and you go and I go to the dealership. They just say right now I go and I buy me a Tesla, right?
Yeah.
All right. I go buy a Tesla and set the Tesla, the payments on there $1,500. I'm just saying, for instance, I'm not saying that they that high, but it's $1,500. And so right now, I know I can't afford that, but I go get it because I want people to see how it looks, or maintain or get to this image that I want everybody to think that I am. Next, after I get to Tesla, just say I go build this elaborate home. Now it's $2,500, and so I done did this not based on what I got coming in, but based on the image.
Right.
I got more outcome than I got income. You know what I'm saying? When you got more outcome than you got income, the outcome ain't gonna never be good. You always gonna end up in the negative, you know? Mm-hmm. And so if we could take and stop making decisions, bad decisions based on how people see us, how people view us, or how people think about us, we could make better decisions. And I think them better decisions starts when you start to love yourself. When you start to love yourself enough to know that you are enough, and the things around you don't make you who you are, the people around you don't make you who you are, you become complete within yourself, then you can make better decisions, man. You know,
man, that's how you drop the mic on them, man, right there. That's how you drop the mic right there, man.
Oh man,
facts though, man, true.
But yeah, man, and so I just want people out there, because I say this, man. I just want people out there to understand that the decision, another decision that I made that I thought that was a bad decision was, and let me be honest, I say like having sex before marriage.
Okay.
You know, I said the reason I said having sex before marriage, because even though you have sex before marriage, and it might be with multiple partners and different women and stuff, like once you get that person that you really care about and that you really love, and you settle down with them, it's like the rest of that stuff that never matter in the first place. Those other people that never matter in the first place. You know what I'm saying? It didn't never matter. And so now you like, dang, I wasted a lot of time. I wasted a lot of energy. I'm like, man, I could have, I'm sitting up here trying to blow the rest of these backs out that didn't mean nothing. You know, didn't mean nothing, man. I'm trying to blow these backs out. So it goes back to an image. I want them to think, hey, man, I'm gonna have these, for the fellas, I'm gonna have these notches under my belt. But when she go back and tell her friends, she gonna be like, hey, that boy stand putting that thing down. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, like, sometimes you have our decisions we'll have an empty space. And I know with some women, like they have their empty space, and so they sleep with a lot of dudes. They might not have their father there, or their mother and their father might not be there, or they had somebody touch them when they was younger. And those things will affect them, that they'll have that hole, or they'll have that bitterness there, and they try to do it by sleeping with multiple guys. And I think guys go through the same, because we have an ego, or we want guys to feel like, oh man, he the man. And so we sleep with a lot of different women in order to fulfill an image of people that don't care nothing about us.
Right.
They can say that we the man in front of them. They can say, oh, you doing this, you the best in front of us. But then behind our back, they be like, man, that boy crazy, man. Sleep with all no girl. He probably got some, you know. he should be. And on the cool with dudes really behave. You know, if you are doing that, it's only certain, man. I think, let me be honest, bro. I'm be honest. I got friends, and I don't care if they hear this or whatever. But man, one of the biggest things around dudes is hating when it comes to females. And you might not even want her. It's just the fact that she like you, you know. But anyway, let me get back on subject, man. It's gonna be another one, because I've been went somewhere else with that. And so, based on making those decisions, if we could take and look at our life, look at it from the long, look down the road, you know, 30, 40 years down the road, if you can look at your life like that and plan it like that, you will make better decisions. But sometimes when you're younger, you living for the moment. You want that feeling of right now. It's easy to get caught up in that feeling for right now, because the flesh want was right now. You know, I can eat burgers and fries right now because my metabolism high and I'm cool. But when the stand that's 50 and 60 years old looking at me like, listen, you don't need that bacon, man. You know, you don't need that bacon. You don't need that burger. You don't need that. You don't need that fish. You know that.
Cut back on them portions, man.
You know what I'm saying? You don't need them pork chops. You know.
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying, like, when you start thinking in terms of that, you can start making better decisions for later on. But it's hard when I don't see the 50 or 60-year-old stand. I don't see that guy. You know. Yeah. I just see this handsome 30-year-old, you know what I'm saying? You know, I was at 30-ish, you know.
30-ish.
30-ish, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta go into details and that, but 30
right.
And so I think a lot of us, when we make those decisions based on like right now, it's not a long-term thing, you know. And so, man, I just wanna, man, get on in there, man.
Man, that's crazy that you talk about right there, man, when you say, you know, the right now. And you know, there's nothing wrong with you having, you know, a great time and being in a great space right now. But the thing with, like you said, in younger generations, a mistake that's made is they want that gratification right now. You know what I mean? Like they want the props and to lift me up and hey, look at me and see me for this and that, as opposed to honestly making sound decisions, man, enjoying life in the moment as they should. But you know, it's hard to move and try to tell somebody something that they've been doing for years. Like if I'm a 50-year-old man and you take a 20-year-old man, you may, that 50-year-old man may have the wisdom, right? He may say, hey, I've been through that, young man, so let me tell you. So he come at that young man and he, hey man, stop all that, cut that down. Let me tell you what's up. Let me tell you about Jesus Christ. Let me tell you why you live in a life full of sin, brother.
Yeah.
And we really don't hone in on what their values is. We all make decisions on where our values is.
Yep.
Even in the Bible that says, hey man, your heart is where your treasure is.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And if they're desiring all of that, as young people or old, there's even old people that's what their value is. They don't see beyond wanting somebody to see them away. You know, they don't see beyond fitting in. They don't see beyond attaching to these things that we think is us, our jobs, our money, our relationships. And some people may say, well, what is there to me after all of that? If you took all that away, what is there left?
Right.
And it's that part of us that we don't that we need more time with, man, more time reflecting on, more time talking to, man, because man, life, every commercial, every year is a new iPhone coming out, a new Cadillac, a new this. You know, you'll see models, beautiful women, beautiful men, women, whomever. All these people that every year you're going to see things that just look good to the eye, right?
Yep.
You're going to see all these things that tempt you in ways that's like, hey, man, I need that to be something. And when we make decisions based on, like you said, that image, man, wanting to chase that image, wanting to chase that image, then of course, all the decisions will be made on that. Like you said, hey, I may need to pay the light bill, but man, bro, I need to get these followers up. So let me rob Peter, pay Paul, do it this way. And then that's what happens when media comes down on you. You know, you can get canceled quick, bro. Out here, you can say the wrong thing and they'll turn on you. You could have fans that love you, this, that, and that, and then you say one thing and it's instant judgment. And that's why we can't clam on to the flash, man. We can't clam on to, I mean, wanting to be accepted and approved, man. So I know it seems a little distant from decision making, but they really go hand in hand. Because that's the lens through which we see life. So those are the lens through which we're going to make those choices. I'm going to make choices based on other people's approval. I may want to help this person out, or I may want to say this thing, but nah, I'm going to look this way if I do that. I don't want to look like I'm being extra. I don't want to look like I'm being this and that, you know. So it's a battle in itself, man, when we got to change the lenses, man. We got to flip the lenses over, man.
Oh, you just said a mouthful right there, man. You know, and go into, you know, I'm pull out a couple of things that you was talking about, man. For one is talking to the youth about the bad decisions that you made. And I ain't gonna say to give you any I just say the way that I do it. The way that I do it is talking to young people. I used to be that gorilla and force it down their throat. But what I did was find out something that they connected with, something that they personally cared about. When you find something that they personally care about, then you link your information to what they care about and it'll carry over better. And then you can't force it to them. You got to kind of feed it to them. And once they catch it, if they catch it, you got to feed it to them in several different areas to see what they like. If they like it in talking about sports, you can feed God to them in sports. If they like talking about money, you can feed it to them about money, you know, but you have to base it off what they like in order to reach other people. You can't base it on because I got the information, I know all, and I'm gonna tell them I'm almighty. So you got to listen to me. No, the presentation is the best thing. Once you get your presentation right, then the information can come. But no presentation, if you don't have any presentation, there won't be no information. So there won't be nobody, there won't be nobody able to accumulate or do anything that you want them to do. So I don't care how good your information is. If you don't make a good decision on how to present your information, don't nobody want to listen to it because you're trying to force it down their throat. But I say connect it with something that they like with their young person and then be able to ease it in there, you know. And then another part I wanted to take out was like that gratification you was talking about. You know, you got that microwave, lifestyle that you living. And tell me if I'm wrong, EI. It's some of the best meals that you ever ate. Did they come from a microwave or did they come from like an oven or they took a couple of hours? What's one of the best meals you had?
Your Honor, the best meals of my life took hours and hours.
Right.
Good. Some of my best meals is Thanksgiving. Good.
Nah, go
Thanksgiving.
ahead.
Thanksgiving dinners or something like that. Grandma's Sunday morning, good old soul food. But
Right. So all of those meals, they took time. And so most of the time you pop in something in the microwave, it's something quick that you need it right now. It's on a time frame, you got something else to do. And the thing about even when you eat food out the microwave, it's not as fulfilling than when somebody that took those hours to cook that meal and to prepare that food and to season it and to put it in the pan a certain way, or to bake it, or to boil it at this, it takes time to simmer it up. And so even in doing something in your life, when you got something quick that you good at and you can do, you can get that gratification right then because it's quick. But then when we're looking at the long haul of doing something, it don't look that sexy. It don't look that sexy. It's not that appealing, because now we got to go from point A. You get from point A to point B, from point B to point C, all the way down till you get to where you need to be. But then when you in that microwave, I can go from A to D quick. And I missed in between to be able to enjoy, because when you eating a good meal, when you eating in a microwave, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna eat that fast.
So that's going down.
It's gonna go fast. Anything you got and it's heat up in a microwave, you gonna eat that fast. But I tell you, bro, when somebody that took their time, y'all sitting around the table and they fixing plates. You hear what I'm saying? Fixing plates.
Come on,
they fixing plates, and you sit down. You're not gonna rush through that food. Matter of fact, 9 times out of 10, somebody gonna say a prayer over that food before you eat. Y'all gonna bow y'all heads, and man, you gonna sit there and enjoy that meal.
Yeah,
you're gonna enjoy that meal. It's not nothing you're gonna eat fast. You're gonna enjoy that meal. So if you making a decision based on right now, you're gonna have that temporary fix. It's on something you can eat fast.
Right.
But if you make a long decision, I'm gonna call it the home cooked meal. If you make a home cooked meal, that decision that you make, that home cooked meal decision that you make, it's gonna last longer. It's gonna sustain you longer, and it's gonna be more edifying to not only any nurturance, anything to your body, but for your soul and for your peace in the long run.
Yes, sir.
You
yes,
see what I'm saying? So if you want to go with the microwave deal, you can. You can go with the microwave deal. But look, it's this. If you make a microwave deal on your health right now, and your teeth falling out your head because you ate so much candy because you like candy right now. Now, when you get later in life, you're gonna be sitting them teeth on the side of the counter, you know, on the nightstand. You know, I was just saying, like, the older I get, the better decisions that I make long term.
Yeah,
I make them long term now, you know, and so. And I'll say this, man, that, you know, it's a lot of people out there, like, everything is getting tight right now. Everything is getting tight. People are losing their jobs. Stuff is happening. Yeah. Don't let a temporary decision, you know, mess you up for the long haul, because you need that right now, or you need to do that right now, because you'll put yourself in a position that'll be worse than what you was in before, because God grace is there with you right now, and he's taking care of you. But since it's not what we want, that's going back to that temporary fix. It's not that microwave, because let me ask you this, EI, man, how many full cook, what do Banquet got? Have you ever saw any Banquet ingredients like seasoning, maybe flour, cornmeal? You never saw any Banquet biscuits? Or have you ever saw any Banquet items that make a full meal? You got to buy them separate. Have you ever saw that before?
Where I got to buy the Banquet item separate? You say it again.
Yeah, and you know, I'm saying, like, when you get ready to cook a meal. Let me start back up. When you get ready to cook a meal, you gotta go buy. Say if you're gonna eat vegetables, you gotta go buy the vegetables, right?
Right.
Then if you're gonna have meat, you're gonna have to go buy the meat. Then you got the seasoning that you're gonna make with it. Just say just depending on if you're gonna drink water or whatever the case might be. So when you get ready to make that home cooked meal, it's different items that you purchase that might be from different sources. And so what I'm asking, have you ever, because Banquet is one of the microwave companies that have those right now foods. Have you ever saw Banquet have separate items like that you can buy to put together to make that microwave meal?
Oh, no, man. I ain't seen that, man.
You ain't saw that, right?
No, you talking about the red box. You talking about
the red box. You see exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
And so
yeah.
You ain't never saw that, because that's not what they do, because they based on right now, you know. But when you get together, get ready to do a meal, you got to go with another company, because Banquet is known for right now. You see what I'm saying? So you don't want that right now meal. You want to be able to get different ingredients. So when you do cook it up and you do eat, it's gonna be more fulfilling than popping it in the microwave, man.
Hey, just like that, brother. That's the recipe, straight out the cookbook, man.
Oh man, get out of here, man.
For real, man. I love that analogy, man. Love that, Doc.
Oh yeah. And so, man, you know, I think that even though, you know, you can make, you know, me personally, I think even though you can make all the best decisions that you want to make in life, life's still gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I tell people this all the time: just because you're doing good don't mean you can't do bad. Just because you're doing good don't mean you can't do bad. And the reason I say that, because I'm treating everybody right, don't mean that bad things are not gonna happen in my life. Man. Just because I'm doing right or I'm living for God don't mean that bad things are not gonna happen in my life.
That's right.
And I think some people think that, okay, I'm doing everything right, my life should be going good.
Yeah.
My health should be good. My kids should be acting right. My spouse should be acting better, because I'm doing everything right, Lord.
Yeah.
My family not even talking to me. I ain't even did nothing to them. Why? You know, I got all these things going on. You know, I done lost my best friend. They don't talk to me no more. My dog sick. You know, I mean, it just several things. My boss at work is a jerk.
Yeah.
So Lord, what am I doing wrong? So just because you making all these good decisions don't mean that everything is gonna be peachy. And can I let me say this: the good decisions is on you. It's based on you. A good decision is based on your personality, and a good decision is for you. It's not for nobody else. Y'all think that the decisions that you make is for everybody else. No, the good decisions are for you. Because if you making all these decisions and you want everything to go around in your life and be good, you making decisions based on everybody else and what you want God to do for you. You need to make good decisions just because you want to be a good person for you.
Man.
You know, once you start doing that, then even though you might do some good, just say if I go help EI move. So I help him move 2 times. I call him and he'd be like, man, I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't help you, bro.
Now, let me be honest. First, the flesh is gonna rise. Let me be dead honest. The flesh is gonna rise. Be like, okay, man, I done helped this nigga twice move upstairs and everything. Downstairs, it was hot outside. Man. You know, and he ain't even paid me. You know,
he ain't give me no gas money or nothing.
No gas money or nothing, man. He at least could have put some on the grill. You know what I'm saying? He could at least
give me a hot dog or something.
Do something. He didn't even do that. But I could get mad at him. But then again, I don't know what's going on with him at that time. I don't know. Baby could be sick. He could be nursing an injury. Ankle could be messed up. Knee could be messed up. It could be different reasons why he can't do it. And let me say this too. Let me do a side note. He might can't do it because his old lady might not like me. You know what I'm saying? He might not like me and don't want to. No, he helped us out. I don't like him no more. I mean, within months. You know, I'm just saying.
Hey,
it could be different stuff. And that man trying to keep peace at his house and you mad at him, you know?
Yep.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
And so you can't base that off if I'm making a good decision based on if he moved me or not, because guess what? If he helped me or not, I still gotta move. Man, you know, I still gotta move. So man, that's just me, man. I'm finna hop in the car, man, get off the interstate, man.
Where you going, man? Where you
gonna
going,
go around here to EI's Corner?
Yeah, man. You know, I want to welcome everybody to the corner. You know, hey, stop by here. You ain't got much to do. Spot where we talk a little bit about nothing, man. You know, just to lighten the load, lighten the mood. But, you know, shout out first and foremost, y'all, to everybody listening. And secondly, to the greatest football organization that God has ever created. The Pittsburgh Steelers. You may see them in my screen somewhere. I don't know. Man. But we just want to give shout out to the black and yellow. Hey, all day, every day, man. Now that we got that out the way, real talk, man. You know, I can remember looking back as a kid, Stan, and man, I love watching cartoons. I love watching all the superhero cats. You know what I mean? We can go back. I'm talking about way back, man. I can give my age away, you know.
Go ahead.
Hey, I'm talking about He-Man, Doc. I'm talking about He-Man, Thundercat. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're going back, man.
Thundercat. Oh.
Hey, you better know it, man. But all these guys, man, there's some awesome ones now. You got the Avengers, all these cats.
Oh, yeah.
I love those movies, by the way. DC, man, y'all, come on with it, man. Get the game up. Come on, DC. Shout out to DC, too, man. But DC, man, I want to give a shout out to a real life superhero today, man. Shine some light on things, man. We can talk about a lot of bad things. We can talk about news stuff that's happening. Yeah. There's a lot of bad that we just, man, everybody got topics about.
Girl, brighten it up.
So let me just shine some light, man. Shout out, man, to a young man, Mr. Bostic. I think it's Nick Bostic, y'all.
Nick Bostic.
And this story here, man, this guy here, I want to salute him, man, because this is real life superhero, man. Says he was driving in Lafayette, Indiana. I think if I'm right. But he saw a house on fire and pulled up, went man, saved 4 kids out, brought 4 kids out. Then they told him, hey, man, there's one more in there. The man went back in. And to get out with this 6-year-old girl, I believe, girl or boy, if I got that wrong, I apologize. But this child, this 6-year-old child, man, he went back in and jumped from a 2nd-story window and turned to land on his arm to help the fall, even to protect this girl, man. And that kind of stuff right there, man, we need to shine like that. Is real love out here, man.
Shout out to Nick, man.
Man, shout out to Nick, y'all. That's good. That's good stuff, man. You couldn't see that better in a movie, man. And that stuff is real. And shout out to his family, you know, him recovering in the hospital from whatever injuries, man. Just, hey, man, salute, shout out, and respect to that young man, a true superhero, man. Man, shout out to him, let's just shine more light on the positive, man. It's okay to talk about the mess and all of that. Let's put some light on the good things out here too.
That's good, man.
And on my way out, y'all, just for y'all stopping on the corner, on my way out.
Go ahead, man.
I just want to say this to everybody. Look, man, celebrate yourself. Take the time to celebrate you. Take the time to get in the mirror and don't wait on somebody to tell you, oh, baby, you look good. Don't wait on you to go out and get the whistles or the hollers or, hey, this, that. Celebrate you. Do what you need to do. If that's go get lashes, leggings, if you need to spray the gray out, if that's what you're into, hey, do that. Whatever it is to get your crispy cut, you know, celebrate you. And not just how you look, but celebrate the small things like, hey, man, I got through the day without snapping. Hey, man, I got through the day without breaking down. Hey, man, I came home to see my family today. I'm alive. Celebrate yourself like every day is your birthday. So appreciate y'all for stopping by the corner with your boy E.I.G.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. You know, man. Oh, E.I. doing that research over there, boy.
Hey, man, you know, man. I just want to shine a little light, man. That's all, man.
Look at him. That boy on Fox News. That's what I'm talking about. But, man, big shout out to Nick, man. What's the last name again?
Bostic.
Nick Bostic, man. Big shout out to you, man. Wherever you at. Hey, man, big shout out to you, man, because it's a blessing for people to even stop and take the time out to care about somebody else to help them out like that, man.
Man.
Seriously, because people, all right, this is what people do when something happens.
Yep.
Can you see that? Oh, look at that.
Yep.
That's the first thing people do instead of going and trying to help. You know, people use their phone, then when other people try to help, then they go post it to get likes and all that instead of helping somebody out, man. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, so man, shout out to Nick again, man. Oh, Nick. Yeah, big shout out to him, man. So hey, people out there, I'm just saying, me, myself, EI, hey, y'all see somebody needs some help, man, instead of taking out their phone, man, you know, and also, you know, use discernment when you in these situations as well. I'm just saying, like, don't always just run up and try to just help, you know, kind of look at the situation first, you know what I'm saying, before you just
use
react.
wisdom.
You know what I'm saying? Please use it, man, because you know, some situation you get caught up, you try to be try to help somebody out and you get caught up, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, just use your discernment and use wisdom, man, when you're going into those situations, man. But yeah, so man, that's it for today, man. We love y'all. We'll see y'all next week, man.
Peace.